All praises and glory goes to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All praises and glory goes to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the men of GMS who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz coming at you with another live lesson. It's been nice knowing you. Okay, let's come clean. Okay, it's been nice knowing you. It's been real. Okay, it's been a pleasure to meet you. Okay, it's over. Soon enough, they're gonna pull this internet. Okay, they're gonna pull this the internet. Okay, they're gonna pull the economic the whole economic scheme of things. Okay, they're gonna destroy that. The dollar's gonna fail. Okay, and basically we here already. Okay, they're gonna come out with the mark of the beast. Okay, they're ready for that. The world's a stage. Okay, they're just setting everything up. Okay, it's been nice knowing you. It's been real. Okay, it's gonna be a great destruction. Okay, coming. You have to sit back, keep 10 toes down, and remember what the elders and the bishops and high elders and bishops at GMS, what they've been saying and teaching for years. Okay, once Iran gets attacked, it's over. Okay, so we now know what this is about. Okay, this country's ready for the mark of the beast. Okay, and we here. Okay, it's been nice. It's been real. Okay, the book of Second Peter's chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, nuclear weapons, okay, thermonuclear weapons being detonated. Once again, you heard me say this again. When you hear it, your ears start bleeding immediately. Instant urinate on yourself already, okay? A great noise, and the elements shall melt with furnace heat, and the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Okay. Okay, we here already. Okay, we've been waiting for this day. Okay, for a long time. It's surreal. It's right here already. An end. Okay, is on the four corners of the land. Second Peter's chapter 2, verse 9. One knows how to deliver the godly out of temptation and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. Okay, so Yahweh knows how to basically to preserve his elect, okay, and then to punish the masses, okay. He knows how to do it, and this is the vehicle that he's using to do it, okay. Let's come over here to the book of Amos. We start at verse 9, chapter 1, verse 9. Thus say the three transgressions of Tyrus, and for four I will not turn away the punishment thereof. And because they deliver up a whole captivity to Edom, remember not the brotherly covenant. Okay, basically this all goes back to our slavery. This man messed up already. Okay, when he put us in shackles, this man's goose is roost. He's roasted already. He messed up big time. Okay, that's what this is about. This man messed up. Okay, it's been not knowing you. Okay, because now America's about to be destroyed. Okay, thermonuclear weapons will be dropped on this country, okay? And if you want to save your life, you have to come back to to the scriptures. It's the doors is still cracked a little bit, okay? It's not the door's not shut all the way, okay? But it will be. It'll be still shut tight that no one could get in. Okay, one moment. Is the day of the Lord is upon us. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 14, verse 6. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus said Yahweh power, repent and turn ye yourselves from your idols and turn your face from all your abominations. Okay, it's all this idol worship. That's really why this is going down. It's all this idol worship. Okay, but it's already been prophesied that this thing is going to go down, and we hear already. And basically America's goose is cooked. Okay, they messed up. They didn't think things through. Okay, they critically messed up. Okay, now America's about to be destroyed already. The book of the book of Ezekiel, chapter 12, verse 22. Son of man, what is a proverb that ye have heard in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? Tell them, therefore, thus said Yahweh power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no longer say that as is a proverb of Israel, but they shall say unto them, the days are at hand, and every vision faileth, and for there shall no longer be any vain vision nor flattery divination within the house of Israel. For thus I am Yahweh, and I will speak, and the words that I speak shall not come back and no more prolong in your days, O rebellious house of Israel, O rebellious house, and I will say the word and perform it, said power, okay? Verse 26. And the word came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they have in the house have said the vision is what he sees is for many days to come, and he prophesies of the times that are far off. Therefore say unto them, thus say Yahweh power, there shall not none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I shall spoken shall be done, says Yahweh power. Okay, so that you hear Jake like to say, oh, it's not coming, or oh, it's gonna come in thousands of years. No, it's gonna come. Really, I'm shocked. It's not already come. Okay, yeah, it's here already. Okay, the prophecies is here already. We hear. The book of The book of Second Ezra 9, verse 1. Answer me. And he answered me. Then he said, measure the time diligently inside itself, and when thou seest partly the signs is past, which I have told thee before. So when you see some of the signs that is coming upon, rumors of wars, okay, these are the beginning of sorrows, okay? We in the beginning of sorrows. And then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he have made. Okay, so when you see it, okay, the beginning of sorrows. The book of the book of Second Ezra 16, chapter 1. Woe unto thee, Babylon, and that represents America and Asia. Woe unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird yourselves with cloth of sackcloth, and your hair, and bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Okay, so this is the beginning. Okay, now the next thing is going to come out. They're gonna come out with the mark of the beast. They're gonna say, "Oh, we gotta take the mark of the beast," okay, like they did. You know what? Okay, they're gonna do it, but this is gonna be a more strong arm. They're gonna say, "Oh, you gotta take the mark of the beast," okay. Okay, see, Yahweh Shai is not giving this man no more time, okay? So he can't keep dragging his knuckles on this mark of the beast, okay? He's got to come out with it, or Yahweh Shai just going to drop missiles on him already. But we know that the mark of the beast has to come before the thermonuclear destruction, okay? But as you see, it's here already, okay? They dropping missiles. They have it, the news ain't reporting it right. I see another website. They still dropping missiles on Israel. Okay, nothing has changed. Okay, they still dropping missiles on them already. Okay, blowing them to smithereens. The book of Second Ezra 16, verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Okay, who's going to deliver me in these days to come? Okay, when Yahweh shall start touching this earth with destruction of war and famine and pestilence. Woe is me, who's going to deliver me for the days to come? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and of great death, the beginning of war, and the powers shall stand in fear, and the beginning of evils that what shall I do when these evils shall come? But behold, famine and plague and tribulations and anguish are sent to scourge the amendment. Or that's what, yeah, what am I going to do when these days come? Now, the book of Daniel. The book of Daniel, so chapter 11. We'll start at 45. And he shall plant the tabernacle of the pleasant place, and the siege is his glorious holy mountain. Yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him. That's America. When Yahweh shall drop missiles on his place, none's going to come to help him, okay? They're going to be destroyed, okay? With the populace, okay? verse 12, Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which stands for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such it never was since it was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that is found in the book. Okay, and we went into that already. Okay, it's only a little bit of remnant to make it out of what they life. Okay, it's only going to be a tiny bit of a remnant to make it out what they life. Okay, millions and millions of people are about to be destroyed and made desolate. It's only the elect is only the ones to make it out with their life. Okay, that's what this is about. Okay, one moment. I guess I'll just read the chapter. It's such a good chapter. I'll just read it. The book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 2. And many of them shall sleep in the dust of the earth, shall awake, some to everlasting life and some to everlasting contempt. What's that mean? When you come back in a regeneration, okay, after America's destroyed, okay, you're going to come back in regeneration and you're going to have your head down because you took the mark of the beast, okay? And you knew not to take it, okay? You didn't have no faith in the Lord Yahweh Shai. So you're going to be basically put to shame, okay? And it's going to be forever abhorrence. Verse 3. And they shall be, and they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness shall be as a star forever and ever. But Daniel, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even unto the time and to the end. Many shall run to and fro for knowledge, and knowledge shall be increased. Okay, so you got all these Christian churches out there. Okay, you got IUIC. Okay, you got GOCC. You got all out there. Okay, knowledge is increased. Okay, but we went into this before. Okay, we discussed this before. We know for a fact that GMS, that small group that came out of Harlem, they have it. Okay, they taught, Abu Bibin taught, I believe, 2 men, or was it 3 men? It was High Priest Yaquab, King David, if you can receive it, and High Priest REI, okay? And those men, they taught 7 men until this, until it increased. Now it's all over the world, okay? So that's what this is about, okay? Knowledge is increased, okay? And we know who has the truth already. Okay, the time is late. Okay, the hour's late. We gotta move on. The time is basically is here already. Okay, the time is here already. Now, basically, one moment. The time is already here already. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the scriptures. The book of Daniel chapter 12, verse 5. Then I, Daniel, looked, and behold, there came two from one side of the bank of the river and to the other side of the bank of the river. And one said to the man, clothes and linen, which shall come, which shall come upon the waters of the rivers. How long shall these thou be to the end of these wonders? And I heard the man clothed in linen that was the waters of the rivers, that he held up his right hand and his left hand unto heaven, and swears by him that lives forever. It shall be for a time and a half a time. That time of time breaks down to 350 years, okay? When it shall be accomplished to sacrifice, to accomplish, to scatter the powers of the holy people, and all these things shall be finished. And I heard, but I understand not. Then said I, O Lord, what shall the end of these things be? Of these things, okay? Verse 9, and he said, Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed up until the time of the end. See, Daniel, he didn't really understand what he was visionary looking at, okay? It all the scriptures were sealed, okay, and the only ones that broke the code, okay, or deciphered this information, okay, was who? Again, we talked about this, the men of GMS, okay. The spirit of Yahweh Shah's word is working with these men, okay, starting at Apostle Tahar on down, okay. They have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, okay, already intact. This is some exciting times, but these are going to be some hard times too, because you're going to have to be trying. You have to keep your integrity. You have to be testing with your integrity, okay, to see if you are endure the furnace of affliction. Verse Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise will understand. So, see, none of the wicked are understanding. They think America's going to come back again. They think we're going to go back doing a twist, but see, the wise understand that this is the time, the very same time when nuclear bombs are going to get detonated over America. It's going to be totally destroyed. We know that, okay? That's what this is about. And from the time that the daily sacrifices shall be taken away, abomination that maketh desolate is set up. Now that's that mark of the beast when they set that system up, okay? Now this thing could go down in a few ways. One scenario is Iran basically bombed Israel, and then America retaliated, okay. Then when Iran sent the MEP attack on America and knocking all the power off. I'm just saying that's what they could do, knock all the power off, okay? And they leave it off for, quite some time, maybe a few months. Then they say, okay, if you want to come back into the system, okay, you know what to take. You got to take that mark of the beast, okay. And this is leading us to the mark of the beast, okay. And when they do that, that's when the thermonuclear weapons are going to get detonated over America. It's going to be totally desolate. And they shall be 1,290 days. Okay, let's read it for verse 11. This is from an NET version Bible, this particular passage here. From the time that the daily sacrifices is removed and the abomination that causes desolation is set in place is 1,290 days. Okay, then verse 12, one moment. Verse 12. Blessed are the ones who wait and attains to the 1,335 days. So you have to endure. Okay, that's what this is about. You have to endure. Okay, if you don't endure, okay, there's no moss. Okay, that's the way you're gonna be saved. Okay, you have to have what you call perseverance, endurance, patience. Okay, long suffering. Okay, so you can make it out with your life. Verse 13. But go thou's way, Daniel, till the end, and to the end before thou shalt rest and stand days in thou's lot at the end of the day. So Daniel's with us right now. We don't know who Daniel is in the spirit, but Daniel's in here. He's in one of the camps. Okay, he's in GMS, and he's bringing it out the scriptures. Okay. The book of Daniel, we'll start at verse 18, 9 verse 18. O my God, and O my power, incline thou ear and hear, open thou eyes and behold our desolations and the city which are called by thou's name. We do not present our supplications before thee for our righteousness, but for thou's great mercy. O Yahweh, hear. O Yahweh, forgive. O Yahweh, hearken, and do not defer for thou's own sake, for thou's power, for the city and thou's people are called by thou's name. Okay, it's all about that name. Okay, without the name, you don't get a one-way ticket out of here with your life. Okay, that's how critical this is. That's how serious this is. Okay, let's come out with it. Okay, so we discussed this on multiple occasions. Okay, so without the name, okay, you don't make it out with your life. Okay, you basically are going to be destroyed. So you got to have the name so you can make it. If you want to make it with your life and your loved ones, okay, that name is everything. Okay, so what names are we talking about? Like we discussed on multiple occasions. Once again, it's the name of Yahweh, which is the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai, okay, which is his son, okay. And he's sending Yahweh Shai back to fulfill prophecy, okay. That's what this is about. The book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 24. 70 weeks are determined upon thou's people and upon thou's holy city, to finish transgression, to make an end of sin, and to reconcile for iniquity, and to bring in everlasting righteousness, and to seal up a vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy, the most holy. 25, Daniel 9:25. And they shall understand that the going forth out of the commandments to restore and build Jerusalem unto the Messiah the Prince shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks, and the streets shall be built again, and the walls even in tumultuous times. Okay. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not when the hour of your Lord do come. But know this, that if the good man of the house would have known in what watch the thief will come, he would not watch and would not have suffered this house to be broken up. Therefore be ye therefore be ye also ready, in so much an hour as you think not the Son of Man cometh. And jumping up to the book of, one moment, the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. Let's go up to verse 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon Mount Olive, and the disciples came and asked him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thou coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, okay? For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And we had a lot of false Christs, okay? I came out the group of the nation of Yahweh. See, me personally, I came out the group of the nation of Yahweh, and they worship Yahweh ben Yahweh as God, okay? I came out of that sect, that particular group, until I found him in a GMS. And we got Tal Zadaki, okay, which he died. Yahweh ben Yahweh died. We have many false Christs, okay? There are many of them, okay? Claiming to be Christ, okay? Verse 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that thou be not troubled, for all those things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise up against nation, and kingdoms rise up against kingdoms, and the earth shall be famines and pestilence, and earthquakes it shall be in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, okay? So these are just the beginning of sorrows. The book of Second Ezra, 16, verse 10, verse 20. But for these things they shall not turn away from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, vitriol shall be also good sheep upon the earth, that they shall think to themselves to be a good case. And even then shall the evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them shall dwell upon the earth, shall perish of famine, and others that escape the hungers shall the sword destroy, okay? The book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8, chapter 5, verse 18, excuse me, Shalakia. Chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. What end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light. And if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, and he leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Okay, so the day of Yahweh is not it's not candy pop and lollipops. Okay, it's totally destruction. Okay, it's destroying the sinner and the wicked and the sinner out of it. Okay, let's get it. It's destroying the sinner out of it. The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, chapter 9. Chapter 13, verse 9. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the. Let's read it again. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate and to destroy the sinner out of it. Okay, that's what this is about. To destroy the sinner out of it, okay, and to lay the land, to make the land desolate, okay. Once again, thermonuclear weapons detonated, destroying this man, okay. We'll call it after this verse here. The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 22. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their pleasant places. Her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Okay? So all I know, Shalom.